guys, welcome back to another Makeup Artist Monday. It's artistry like bam. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning back in this week. If you're new here, my name is Brandon. I'm a professional makeup artist here in Chicago. I wanted to create something really fun and colorful with you guys, and I was digging through my palettes and I found the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. So these are the colors that we're going to be working with today. I'm going to be using this purple color right here and then some of these other fun colors to create a little bit more texture and dimension with this look. If you have this palette, I really like this because you do have a really good blend of neutral colors, but you also get a lot of fun textures of glitters and some shimmers and then some bright colors as well. So we're going to be playing with a little bit of that today. I'm going to start off the look with using the NARS eyeshadow primer in the color medium. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and plop it on the back of my hand. And I'm actually going to use just the back of my finger like this. And we're going to lay this on my eye. So right here, just like that. And we're just going to lightly tap this into the eye. Eyeshadow primers work best in small, light layers, so you don't want to use a ton of product. Eyeshadow primers are really great because they are going to help keep your eyeshadow on a lot longer, help make it look a lot smoother, help your colors be more true to pigment than what you actually see in the pan, and they're going to keep them on a lot longer too. So you can see how that just kind of neutralized my lid, took all that redness out, makes it look a little bit brighter and a little bit more even. And that is the NARS eyeshadow primer in the color medium. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I like to use my ring finger with this and not a brush because I can actually really press the product into my eye, make sure that it doesn't get any crevices, creases, or anything like that. Very, very light pressure, of course. Taking it all the way up to my brow. Light layer. Cool. That's your first step, guys. All right. So next we're gonna go in with this color right here called Coastline. This is a really pretty warm, soft peach color. Something that I see with clients or with people who ask me how to do their makeup all the time is they start by applying the eyeshadow in the wrong place. So typically when you want to see a little bit of color, or when you want to build a colorful look, you want to start in the middle of the eye. So just by taking a little bit of that color right on the tip of my brush, I'm actually going to start in the middle of my eye right here and work back and forth, rock it in my socket. This is going to allow the product to fall on either side of your crease so that you'll get a little bit of product on your lid and then you'll get a little bit of product on your above your crease, but you're going to get it mostly in your crease. And I'm using an SL Miss Glam blending brush, but you can use whatever blending brush you like at home. This is the shape that I like to use right here. It's more tapered at the end and just really fluffy. So you can see that I went ahead and applied that peach color. Just a very soft blend. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. This is a really beautiful color because it adds a little bit of warmth to the eye and adds a little bit of depth and dimension without adding too much color. So we're gonna add a little bit more color to this look because this is gonna be a really fun, colorful eye. I tend to wear a lot of neutrals, so I wanted to do something a little bit more jazzy, a little bit more fun for you guys. Next, I'm going to go in with this color right here called Cabana. It is a very mustardy yellow color, taking it still on the edge of the brush, and we're going to start right in the center of my crease, and we're going to build up this color. Still in the same place, and you can see how that's starting to build up that color right there in my crease. Right on the other side. You want to start in light layers and build up your color like this because you can always build, but if you get too much on, it's a lot harder to take off. So I always say start lighter and then build. This is a really great technique for people who have hooded lids, or if you want to wear color and you're afraid. This is nice because you can start with the color inside the crease and then build. So you can see, as I look at the camera, if I push into my eye socket just like this, that's exactly where my brush is going. And then you have the color falling on the lid and a little bit in the crease, so that way you get a little bit more of that halo to gradient effect. And that's just 2 colors. So that warm mustard color and then that really pretty peach color. What do you guys think? Cool, right? All right, so next I'm gonna go in with this color right here called Monte Carlo. This is a really beautiful soft pink color. I'm actually gonna place this just on the tip of my brush. So notice it's not on the full brush, it's just on the outer portion and the tip. So I'm actually gonna take this and we're gonna apply this to the outer 2/3 of my eye. Starting out the outer 2/3 and really buffing it and blending it into the eye socket. So same thing on the other side, light layer of the corner of the brush. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. Pressing and stamping the color first, and then blending it into the socket towards the inner corner of the tear duct. You'll notice that my hand is really far back on the brush. This is allowing me to blend it really softly and use very light layers of pressure. You can see that there's a little bit more on this side than this side. So I'm gonna go in and just add just a tiny bit more of that pink right here to give it more of that punch. This is a really beautiful look to do during summer because it's so fun and so colorful. Really nice, right guys? All right. So we're gonna keep by building onto this look. I'm actually gonna take this color right here called Canes. It's this really beautiful, vibrant purple color. And I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of this color called Bahama. So by using the same brush, we're gonna go in with Bahama first, which is that really beautiful, vibrant hot pink. Insert on the sides, the same place that we placed that other pink, but we're going to go in just a little bit further and make sure that we blend out and then press it in towards your nose. Pretty, right? Taking a little bit more of that Bahama color. Like I said, right here, starting a little bit on the 2/3, but a little bit further in. And then we're gonna go softly to the edge of the eye, flicking the brush towards the nose, towards the inner tear duct, and just lightly blending this color. When using really vibrant colors like this, it can get really intense really quickly. So you wanna make sure that you start really, really soft. So now that I have the color on there and exactly where I want it, I'm actually gonna take in my brush and switch it. So next, I'm gonna switch it to a Royal Langnickel blending brush. This is a BOM-430. So I'm actually gonna use this brush to blend my edges and softly diffuse all the color in the outer portion of the eye. I got in just a little bit closer so you could see what I'm doing. So I'm using that clean brush and I'm literally just blending out the edges and softly diffusing the color that's already on my eye so that we don't apply too much color. This is really great because if you get a lot of more product on than you need, you can actually take the clean brush and use it kind of like an eraser and clean up that color. So you guys can see when I get closer that I have that warmer color in the crease, I have that softer peach and that golden like mustard yellow, and then we have a little bit of that peach and then that pink right here on the lid. So now I'm gonna take that same brush and actually blend the pink just right here on the inner corner very softly. Same thing on this side. And then there's this really pretty white color right here, and we're gonna use this white to brighten up the inner corner of the eye on a flat shader brush. So taking and pressing the pigment right into the shade, we're gonna brighten up this whole inner corner. If you're afraid of using white, you can use a neutral shade that's a little bit lighter than your skin tone. For summer and for really colorful looks like this, I just like to use white because it's so vibrant. Now I'm going to go back to my clean, fluffy brush, and I'm actually just going to soften those two colors together. That white and that pink. Feathering the brush right over the two colors will help blend and soften them together. And there you go. So you have that white and that really pretty vibrant pink. All right. Now we're gonna get a little bit crazy with it. We're gonna go into this color right here called Palmero. It is a really beautiful, like rose gold, shimmery champagne pink color. I'm gonna go in with that on the flat shader brush, just like this. And I'm gonna place this right in the center of my eye to give it a little bit more of that high shine dimension. Taking it all the way up to my crease. And then I'm gonna switch back to my blending brush and softly blend that out. All right, so you guys can see how that softly diffuses all that color. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Center of the eye, patting it and pressing it all the way up into the crease. Taking my soft brush, diffusing it, that's clean, that we've been using as an eraser this whole time. Okay. Now I'm actually gonna go in with this color called Estate, right here. And I'm gonna diffuse all these colors out right under the brow. Just like that. So I just lightly went under the brow and diffused and blended all of that out with that light peachy golden color. So you can see how vibrant that is. It's really beautiful. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of color underneath the eye to kind of balance out the look a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with that Monte Carlo color, which is that first soft peachy pink shade. And then we're gonna use whatever is on the brush still from that pink shade. Same thing on here. And you'll see that I'm using the tip of the shader brush this time to just get it right along the edges. Just like that. All right. What do you guys think? Pretty, right? Super Gradient has a really nice fade. It opens up and brightens the eye, but it still has that really pretty pop of rich color. So I really like this kind of look. It's fun for summer, especially if you're going out. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, throw in some mascara, and I'll be right back. Guys, what do you think? This is the look. So I went ahead and finished off my cheek with a little bit of the Gucci Westman in Duo. This is a really beautiful cheek highlight that you've seen me review on the channel. Just a little bit of that, and then I went ahead and finished off with their Morning Nectar cheek highlight, which is that beautiful glossy cheek that you're seeing. And I have on the Cover FX Natural Finish Foundation in P30, and then that's it. So that's all I went ahead and did. I did put on a little bit of gloss. That's one of those pH color changing glosses, and it actually turned out really, really pink, and so I thought it was actually fun to kind of balance out the look, and so I just kept it on. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this Makeup Artist Monday. Hope you had so much fun learning this look with me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up down below, and subscribe to this channel because I do new makeup videos every single Monday. And until next Makeup Artist Monday, you guys, I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.